Right, I'm just going to introduce you to some colours, the primary colours mostly. And as you can see, for example, you've got all these different blues going into that sort of turquoise colour there. So this is all quite confusing really when you think that actually you only want like maybe two blues, two reds, two yellows. And those colours will enable you to mix all of the colours, okay, in the colour wheel. So what I have here is, for example, we've got ultramarine blue, you have cobalt blue, they're kind of warmer blues, I would say. And you've got the middle ones, or slightly to the right, as it were, or left, just depends which way you think about it, but Tarlo blue, and it's, you notice it says red shade. That's interesting. It's very difficult to tell the difference, but I think once you start mixing those colours, it will mix very slightly differently. So this one is Tarlo green, blue green shade. Now, and then you have a couple of kind of accessories here, which strictly speaking you don't need to get, but I just can't help it. I love these colours. So you've got Tarlo turquoise and you've got cobalt turquoise. I just think they're really beautiful colours, you know. So I'd go for those. Anyway, if I had to extract just two blues out of there, I'd go for these. So that would be like ultramarine, which is towards the red, and then Tarlo blue, actually, that's the red shade, green shade. So that's like on the two sides. So that's for mixing the bright greens and the more purpley colours. Okay, so that's those. Now here we go, the reds. So we go from the sort of the brighter reds, brighter and middle reds. So these ones call themselves Pyrrole, I think it's Pyrrole, whatever. And so you've got Pyrrole red, and then you've got Pyrrole red light, I think that one is. Again, probably strictly speaking, you only need that one, but that one then leads to the oranges. Again, I didn't need to buy the orange, but I can't help it. However, you can mix that orange. That's called Pyrrole orange, right? So basically, it's just a mix of the yellow and that red, or even that red, and that will take you to that orange. Okay, so I'm going to keep that one. Then on the other end of the scale, you've got these kind of deeper reds. So you've got this thing called quinacridone crimson. That's quite a deep, you can see it's quite a deep colour. I'm not sure that this camera is getting the colours perfectly well, but anyway, this one is called quinacridone violet. Now I'm really keen, I really like that colour. As you can see, I've used most of it up, but I really do like that colour, and that's really heading towards the blue. That one is alizarin crimson, so that is also quite a deep red, but you can see it's not quite as deep as that one. That's really heading, as I say, towards the blues. So what I'd choose to do, if I had to narrow it down to two reds, I'd probably go for that one, the Pyrrole red, and somewhere between these two, to be honest, or even that one, but I'm just going to go for that one, which is that quinacridone violet, but you could still use that one, which is alizarin or alizarin crimson. That's a really nice color. Okay, so you'll be able to mix most colors with those. That's those two. Okay, Pyrrole and quinacridone violet. Now yellows again can be quite confusing. Here I've got something called primary yellow. Primary yellow's right in the middle. Okay, so it's a really nice yellow. And then you've got something that like a lemon yellow, which would take you slightly towards the greens. And you've got this thing called yellow light Hansa, which I'm not exactly sure where they got that name from, but you can see it's very, very bright and very similar to that yellow. I mean, it's almost indistinguishable. And you can see this one is slightly deeper, which means it's got a hint of red in there. You can't really tell that, but it's very slightly warmer than that colour. So you're heading towards the reds. So I'd keep that one. And really it's a toss between those two, lemon or yellow Hansa, light Hansa. Now, I would just go for the lemon. That's what, when I was a youngster, that's what was the one that everyone would go for. So you can see in the background here, I've got all these different colours, as I say, because I just cannot seem to help buying these damn things. And you've got, you know, a large container. I do use them from time to time if I'm doing sort of backgrounds and things that I'm not too fussed about, but backgrounds in particular, again, you can see the differences between the colours, deeper, more orangey, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, so that's that, and then I will put these down on the paper so you can see the various colours on the wheel.